Hello everybody, hope you're good, hope you're fine. I try to say some in English. Today is day 23rd of June 2025. Yeah, we are living in let's call it a difficult time. I'm here in the north of Italy, South Tyrol, the province is called. Yeah, what can I say? Every day I speak out for peace. That is what I try to do, especially to the people that live here around me, many of whom, for one reason or another, seem not to have much political information. A lot of people here, I think, are still consuming mainstream media, and I think that is a major problem. Anyway, we are entering another phase in this geopolitical reality. Our wild west is fully spinning over. Not that that is something new in the real sense, because it's going on for some good 500 years. But I think we are entering the new phase now, especially because some other countries now gained the power to fight back and to overcome this wicked, evil empire of the wild west, with its spearheads being the United States of America, of course Israel. But we should not be deceived. This system started here in the center of Europe, and I think that some of its base is still here in the center of Europe. Anyway, we need to shout out for peace. So what I always do is I like to tell people where I get my information together, because this conflict is also an information war, and we have to break down the walls of misinformation, disinformation, the mainstream media complex here in the wild west that is producing nothing but propaganda. So I just give you a few names of the YouTube channels that I like to follow. I try to follow them, and sometimes, I share my stuff on WhatsApp status. Of course, I'm out of Facebook. Facebook is broke, and that's basically it. So a few of the channels are the Duran podcast, the Duran channel, YouTube. Dialogue Works by Nima Al-Khorshid. Syriana Analysis by what is his name? Almasian, Kervok Almasian. Then we have Danny Haifong. Then we have Neutrality Studies. I found the channel of Richard Medhurst just the other day. And then you have Glenn Deason. I really appreciate his work. And of course, Judge Napolitano, who is doing like 3, 4, 5 interviews every day with high-ranking interview partners. And Rachel Blevins, that I really appreciate also for interviews. So we have to stand up for peace anywhere, everywhere, also here in the wild west, in the belly of the beast. We have to speak out. We have to speak out for peace and against this, I don't even know how to call it, against this total spin-over of the crazy system. This system has to go down, but we have to try our level best to make sure that when it goes down, it creates less harm, because the level of destruction and harm and pain that this system has already caused is just too much already. But of course, God knows it best. To each one one's own faith and one's own belief. I think God knows it better, because sometimes even children ask, yeah, man, or even me as a child, I ask myself, okay, why all this pain? Why all this war? So a lot of things we just can't understand, because as human beings, we are limited. Anyway, I think it's a good thing to do, to try to reduce this harm. It's high time, especially also here in the West. We have to stand up against our governments, because these elites, these governments are bringing us straight into the dungeon. They're bringing us straight into World War III. And we should remember, Europe was already burning twice in ethnic tribal clashes. Who was laughing were the Americans, the elites in America, who were laughing, and they were pulling their own powers out and their own economy up by raising war elsewhere. They did it before, they know how to do it again, or at least how to try to do it. Our European elites are totally out of senses, really. We need a drastic change because our politicians are fully eaten by the system of the neoconservatives. I can just guess that they make their money on war and destruction. And man, how they're acting, I think really, I don't know what happened to their souls, to their hearts, and to their brains. Surely they're not connected. So please, we have to try and make sure that we stand up for peace, stand up for senses. We are human beings given the possibility to think, to feel, to reason. We should really make use of it. Power to the people, and I mean all the people.